Hello guys and welcome to another Fusion 360 CNC programming tutorial video, and I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do CNC programming tutorial videos for home ec and wiki CNC machines using Fusion 360. Okay, this is going to be a quick video on how I program this 80-inch circle frame. Okay, this happens to be a step file. This was modeled in Inventor. Okay, so that's why you see you see solid one, solid two, three, and so on. So I programmed this for a nested base CNC machine, and I used the nesting and fabrication extension, uh, which is paid, but I have the 14-day trial. Okay, so yeah, I'm using this just to make videos for you guys. So I don't only use this. I mean, I don't have to. There's no need for me to buy this extension because um, I don't program. I don't do nesting jobs, to be honest. So I program a pattern rail CNC machine that we have at work. Okay, so I don't really need it. Let's say if I were to do um, a nesting job for a customer, side job, then I will use the range feature, which is under modify right here. Go down and you see a range. But these sometimes um, if you have a lot of parts, um, you have to manually like move parts, rotate the parts. You can feed as many parts as possible in the sheet. Okay, so it takes longer, it's more work. So with nesting fabrication extension, it does everything for you automatically. Okay, so if I go to extensions, I'm going to show you which one it is. So you see it's nesting and fabrication. Okay, and mine is active. It's gonna be active for 14 days. Okay, so this is great. So if you do a lot of nesting, you have a nested base CNC machine, a home ec or wiki, and you do a lot of nesting. So if you have the money to afford this extension, which is $1,600 a year, sometimes they have promotions, so you might get it for cheaper, maybe for like 1,500, 1,400. You could also pay for this a month, which is $200 a month. That's a lot of money. So it's a pay version, okay? So you gotta keep that in mind. So let me click on the X. Let me go to manufacturer workspace. Let me show you how what I did. Okay. You see, I have one sheet. Okay. So you have the parts laying flat. Okay. And the first thing I did is I went to fabrication. Okay. And before I create a nest study, I went to process material library, and on the material, by default, it's gonna be set to metal. Okay, so I changed that to wood, and you see I have the thickness of the material, which is 3/4 inch plywood. It's a little under 3/4. Okay, so under packaging, this is where you define the size of the sheet. So I have 97 by 49 inches. See that? And right here you can type the cost of the material and put a comment. So I didn't do this here, so I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so I'm still learning this nesting and nesting fabrication extension. Okay, so I'm gonna click OK, and then I went to create nest study, and they gave me a manufacturing model. Okay, and there's a nesting study right here. So if I right click and edit nest study, see you got all the parts here. Gives you the size of the parts and the thickness and stuff like that, and the packaging. See right here is have the length and the width of the sheet. Okay, if you want to change it, you cannot change it here. Okay, so under global parameters, um, my current position is upper right. So I have my origin is going to be right here. Okay, for wood wap, and these are just stock settings. stock values and stuff like that. Okay. So under output, I have create manufacturing model checked. You can show part outlines if you want, include stock. Okay, so I have those two unchecked. So let me click OK. And if I select sheet 6, right click, edit manufacturing model. Right here, you can make changes to the parts. You can put a hole. Let's say you could put a groove here if you want one of these panels, and you could just click on finish edit. Okay, so if I select nest, if I right click edit nest, I'm gonna skip and I'm gonna go all the way down to the last tab, which is global parameters. And this is where you type a value for frame width and item separation. So this is the spacing between the parts. So I have 0.38 inches. I'm using a 3/8 downcut end mill. Okay, and these settings right here are unchecked. So if you want to make changes to the spacing and frame width, we have to check on this box, and you can make changes here if you want. Okay, so packaging, see shapes, so you have all the parts right here. Okay, nest, stack size, I have one. Automatically calculate nest is checked. That's that. So I'm gonna click OK, and after that, just I select setup, and then I'm gonna show you what I did. So right click edit. So on the setup, my orientation is set to select z-axis and y-axis, and my z-axis is this face right here, this this part, and then my y-axis is this edge right here, and my box point is this point right here. Okay, and under model, you don't have to select any part; it automatically selects the nesting model for you. So that's great. See, manufacturing model says nesting study. Okay, so that's great. So on this stock, see, it automatically gives you the size of your sheet, and the mode is gonna be fixed size box. Okay, so it's gonna select that for you, and you see you have the size of the stock right here, 97 by 49 inches. Model positions set to center. You see my height or the thickness. Okay, is 0.71875 inches, and model position center right here. By default, you're gonna have see where it says round up to nearest. You're gonna have 0.5. I work in inches, so it's gonna be 0.5 by default. It's gonna give you a Z height of 1 inch, so you gotta be careful. So if I put it on from you, you can see it. So it's adding material to the top and bottom. See that? So you make sure you have this set to 0. So it's gonna give you the right Z height or the thickness. Okay. And under model dimensions, so I have the model width. Got 80.4388 inches, and wide, I have 48.081 inches. Okay. And post process, I have the program name. I have 80 inch underscore frame, and then program coming, I had 3/4 inch plywood sheet. So uh, let's say I'm programming. I'm doing the program in the office, so I just tell the operator to read the comment whoop wop. It it lets the operator know what material we're using. So in this case, it's 3/4 inch plywood. So I'm gonna click OK. That's the setup. And then next, I use a 2D pocket. Okay, for the grooves. So I'm gonna right click edit. Let me show you. So see, I have a 9 millimeter. It says 3/8, but it's actually 9 millimeters. So see, I have the feet and speeds. Everything's in inches. But let me change this to millimeters so you can see it. You can see everything in metric. So units, I want to change from inches to millimeter. We click OK. Let's go back to that 2D packet. Right click, edit. So you have the fees and speeds in see 10 meters per minute, 18,000 RPM, the leading fear rate, lead out fear rate, 3 meters per minute. Okay, and you see everything else here. And so under geometry, I'm gonna click on this gear icon to edit. So I just selected one face. I selected this face right here, and then checked on this box where it says select same plane faces. Okay, and then select the rest of the pockets. Okay, and I have extension method set to parallel. Okay, and I'm gonna click OK. Height tab didn't do anything here, so I'm gonna skip it. Actually, I'm gonna go to the next tab, and under passes, this is what I use for that old machine at work. This is my tolerance. This is the one that works best for that machine. Okay, and let me go to linking tab. I have rem type plunge. Okay, and let me click OK. That's a 2D pocket, and then I use a 2D contour. Okay, same mil. So I'm gonna right click. So I'm gonna go to height tab, and under bottom height, see right here, I'm leaving an onion scale, so I'm leaving 0.254 millimeters. Okay, that's um that's 10 thousandths of an inch. Okay, so this is in millimeters. Right here under passes, you see I have multiple depths checked, and my maximum roughing step down is 5.4 millimeters. I have an expression here, so I have tool diameter times 60% of the tool diameter. Okay, same thing with finishing step down. Okay, and have order by depth checked. Okay, if I if I don't use this, let's say if I uncheck this and I have order by islands, it's gonna have more retractions. Okay, so I have order by depth check, and under linking tab, I have a ramp, um, and my ramping angle is 15 degrees. My rim clearance height is 0. If I have, let's say if I have like 1 millimeter, you see what's gonna happen. Before that, let me put this back to 0. Okay, back to 0. I'm gonna click OK, and I'm gonna simulate this tool path. Okay, right click, simulate. I have transparent checked, so I'm gonna play it. See, it's doing the 2D pockets. Okay, and it's doing the 2D contour. See, it has order by depth, so it's gonna go down 5.4 millimeters. That's the first step down. Okay. But let me stop it. Let me go to that 2D contour. Like, I'm gonna go to my timeline where it starts right here. I'm gonna slow it down a bit. I'm gonna play it. She's gonna do a 2D contour right here. Okay. See, it has that 15-degree ramp right there. So let me speed it up. Okay. And there's a tool palette. That's great. Um, let me show you something that you might have you might encounter when programming parts like this. Let me show you. Let me show you the bottom. Some of these parts have like a small. See the edges are round, so like a small fillet. So when you select a 2D contour, right click, edit. Let me show you under geometry. I skipped this. Sorry about that. So So see, I have silhouette selected. If you select excuse me, let me oh yeah, let me click on this arrow. If I select face contours, um, before let me click on the X to clear everything out. So I'm gonna click on this arrow pointing down, and if I select face contours, it's asking me to select the face, right? So I'm gonna select this, let's say this face right here, and I'm gonna check on this box, select same plane faces. Okay, that looks good. Okay, but if you zoom in, you see it's not selecting it's not selecting the round edges of these long parts. Okay, see that? So I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna click OK again, and let me play these. Let me um, let me play this 2D contour. So I'm gonna right click, actually simulate. So let's simulate that 2D contour. I'm gonna play it. Okay. Let me put it on top view. And you see what it's doing? It's machining. Uh, right here is machining to the part. So these long parts are gonna be a lot smaller. Okay, see that? Because it's only recognizing the flat faces. Okay, these flat faces right here. It's not recognizing the round edges of these long parts. Okay, so you have to be careful with your selection. Okay, so let me escape. I'm gonna right click, edit. I'm gonna go back to silhouette, geometry. I'm gonna click on the X, click on this arrow, or I can just select silhouette right here. Okay, select bodies or faces. I'm gonna check select model, select setup model, and I'm gonna select this face right here. Oops, what did I do wrong? Let me cancel. Um, select silhouette. Okay, so this has got to be checked. Sorry about that. So now it recognizes. See, a selection recognizes the round edges of the long parts. Okay, see that? And I have see under loops. I have all loops selected. I can select outer loops if I want. I select inner loops. See, I don't have any inner loops, so I'll stay with the first one. Okay. So we have something like this. Um, okay, you don't have. Let's say you like parts like this that don't have like 100% flat faces. You have to select silhouette. Okay. So let me click OK, and let me click OK again. Let me zoom in. Click on bottom view. Okay, and this is what I want. All right. Okay. And I have this program posted already. So let me go to Woodward 5.0 and show you this program. Okay, and there it is. Okay. So you have the size of my part in X and Y. Okay. And I have my see where it says SL. That's the stock length. That's the size of the sheet in X. Okay. And then a stock width is the size of the sheet in Y. Okay. So it's gonna be 97 by 49 inches. So I can check myself if I want. So I can just highlight this. I'm gonna hit Control C to copy. I'm gonna get my calculator. I'm gonna type Control V. This is a millimeter, so I want this. I want to know the value in inches, so I'm gonna divide it by 25.4. That's 97. That's great. So I'm gonna select the stock width. Control C to copy. Go to my calculator. I'm gonna escape. Control V to paste. Divided by 25.4, and that's 49 inches. Okay, so that's how I check myself when doing jobs like this. Okay, let me go to Woodwap 8.0. I have it right here, and there's a program. WAP 8.0. Okay, and put in an isometric view. So reset view. See that? Let me close this and this right here. Okay, and there's a program WAP 8.0. Okay. All right, guys. So that's all I wanted to show you. That's it for this video. I hope you guys found this video helpful. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. All right, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.